What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to OzSide Football, your number one football destination with an Australian twist. We're back with transfers. Just before the Premier League season starts again and all the other seasons begin again. Harry is in his retro Arsenal kit.
Yeah.
And I am in my last year's Everton kit.
Yep. And Everton is still shit.
Yes. And we'll continue to be so. Unless something happens. Unless the world spins the other way and we end up good again. But it's fine, because we're here to talk transfers and I don't have to talk about Everton. Actually, I do for one of them, but it's fine.
Yeah.
We're going to go through... There's not a lot of... this week is sort of slowed down because obviously the big one, probably the biggest one ever, that we probably will ever see, sort of took all the news.
Which Jaden and I don't care about, to be honest.
No, I also don't care about Man City either.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oil League.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Well,
I can't wait for...
They struggled this week, PSG did. Against
in
Troyes.
the thing, yeah. Well, I can't wait for Messi to score 5 goals against some bloke who's got a part-time job at a retail... Claremont Foot. He has to go to work in the next morning and, I don't know, pack shelves. You know?
Yeah, I like the League One.
Well, I just can't wait
to... I don't like PSG, but last year restored a bit of faith in that league.
No, last year was great because it wasn't PSG.
Yeah.
But this year, I would suspect it's going to be PSG.
Yeah? Well, if it's not, we're witnessing history and greatness.
Oh, we are witnessing greatness if it's not PSG. They literally... Yeah. I saw a tweet this morning. It was like, PSG signed like Donnarumma on a free, whatever, this, and then Hakimi for 50 mil or whatever. And then I was like, Arsenal, Ben White, 50 million.
Yeah.
Lionel Messi for free and others, and then Arsenal, Ben White, 50 mil.
yeah, we're winning the league.
Man.
We're not in the Champions League, but England will knock them out. One of the English teams will knock them out.
Oh man, one of them. Oh, and then another big one was. Oh no, we'll get into that and confirms. But did you see? There was a Sky Sports fan debate, where it was like Gary Neville, Roy Keane, Jamie Carragher, and then like one fan from like each of the Prem teams were there, and then they were just like having this big like open panel conversation, and Ty from AFTV was there, and you've got to see it. You've got to see him argue with...
What was he saying?
I think he was arguing with Jamie Carragher because they were having a debate about who's going to win the league. And then Ty from AFTV, he was like, "You're disrespecting Arsenal. You're saying we're nothing.
Yeah.
and then they're like, we're having a discussion about who's going to win the league. And then Ty's like, who's discussing about winning the league? And then they're like, us. I gotta link
he's
you
so
it.
delusional.
I gotta link you it. It's so funny. And then there was an Arsenal fan next to him, and then she was just like, "But Ty, we did sign Chelsea rejects." And then he was like, "But everyone makes mistakes." It's so good. So good.
Fucking hell! God bless Ty.
I know. Well. He does.
He's actually a friend of Wenger when Wenger was there.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's just comedy. He's just pure comedy.
Yeah, well. Now,
time for
Arsenal
transfers.
And comedy. Yeah, and it's time for transfers. So, everybody, welcome. My time to take the mic and stage, as I like to do. We're going to start with... it was pretty quiet, except for, arguably the greatest player of all time going to an oil-run club and somewhat destroying his legacy, but gaining a bunch of Instagram fanboys. Well done, Messi.
Good job, PSG. All the shirt sales.
Everyone's going to talk about that, so while we're at it, I don't care for it.
Neither. I don't give a shit.
If PSG don't win the UCL, useless waste of time because they've won the league without him fucking 20 times. PSG, when they start playing PSG juniors, I'll pay a bit of respect. But until then, they get none of my respect at all. So
nope. If they don't win every single trophy that they can possibly win, which they already failed at, then it's a failure. It's already a failure because they didn't win.
Yeah, they lost
the French Coupe de Champions or whatever.
Yeah, the domestic the domestic cup winners versus the league winners.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They already failed.
Nonetheless, we will go straight into the Premier League. Excuse the yawn. Right, so first of all, we have Big Rom.
Oh, God.
Making
God
his way
him.
£115 million. So that's most probably over 200 million Australian dollars, if I'm not mistaken.
It is Chelsea's club record signing.
Yeah. Let me say this. Chelsea, that is worth every cent. Lukaku, you're so welcome back in front of our TV screens. I
love Romelu
Chelsea
Lukaku.
Shirt. Yeah, I'm a fucking Arsenal fan, but I'll tell you what, that man is a honour to watch. I've argued with people before about him and how good he is, and he has always been that good. And he continues to prove people wrong. It was a few years ago, people would be like, oh, Lukaku's shit. His touch is shit when he was at United. You're kidding. The bloke scores goals for fun. He bumps your favourite centre-back into fucking oblivion for fun.
I can't wait for him to get on Virgil van Dijk. Let me just say that.
Dead set. That'll be like when, Vidic would play Drogba. That's what we're going to be witnessing, like a proper matchup.
Yep, and I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, so and it's good because Timo can play off the side of him, and it adds, like, Lukaku's fast in terms of sprint, but in terms of acceleration, you want Havertz and Werner in behind him. So they've got a very exciting three at the top there, obviously with Mount behind them. So yeah.
Chelsea, very exciting. Good on him, and good on Romelu.
And I hope Chelsea, for the sake of a person who does not have a team in the UCL, I hope Chelsea win it if it's not an underdog.
Yeah.
So if it's not a Porto or something or Ajax, I'm praying Chelsea win it again because I like that Chelsea team. And
I just don't want City to win it, and I don't want PSG
City or
to win
PSG.
it.
Yeah, 110%. Nonetheless, we go across to Norwich, who made two nice little signings. First off was Christos Gisoulas from PAOK for around the 10 million mark, I believe.
He's a great signing. He's a fantastic signing.
Yeah, so bringing him in for 10 million. And they also signed Josh Sargent, the redhead American striker from Werder Bremen, who's very young.
Very young. And he's American, which is a big thing.
Yeah.
To get an American.
American, it holds a lot of money because the Americans are looking for Americans to support. Same with Aussies, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's gone there, and Bremen seem like they've cleaned out the bloody wardrobe and a half with all their players. But yeah, Norwich made two decent signings to bolster their front stocks. Another one was Kaworu Mitoma. He went from Kawasaki to Brighton, but I believe he's already left Brighton on a loan to go to Belgium somewhere. But he's sick. I've watched J-League, and he's arguably one of the best players in the J-League. So Brighton got themselves a great deal there. He's 24 years old. Now, two interesting ones. You already predicted the first one last week, Jaden. It was Axel Tuanzebe.
Oh, yes.
He went to Villa on a loan. And I said it last week. Villa, potentially, I know Tuanzebe is not English, but they all have three mad centre-backs now.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. Konsa, Mings, and Tuanzebe, that's depth that you want. For a team that's going to be on for Europe again, that is what you want. And Brentford doing Brentford things. Johan Visa. I personally know who this bloke is because I have his silver card on FIFA a few years ago. That made me pay attention to him when I watched Ligue 1 highlights and Ligue 1 games. He plays for Lorient, and he is an actual baller on the left side of the pitch. He's small, bold, and he's like zippy as all shit. Like he's very in and out. He'll turn you five times on the same ball. So yeah, it was a good signing for them. 10 million. Brentford doing Brentford things, and good knowing the Brentford wingers that are there now, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But on an interesting note, I will go across to Italy. Now, we saw the bikies that we have a soft spot for.
We love
signed three 6 signings. So they signed David Okereke from Bruges.
Really?
Yeah, Nigerian boy from Bruges. They got him on a loan. Now, this one's sick. They signed a guy called Gianluca Busio. He's an American boy. He chose to play for America, but he's half Italian, and he's plays at Sporting KC, and he went to Venezia for $6 million.
Yeah.
19 years old, and I'll just say this. So last year, his average SOFA score was 7.28 in the MLS, which is huge. And he's a central midfielder, and he just gets it done, man. Like he has some sick stats. And he covers the pitch. Like I'm looking at his heat map right now, and it is truly box to box. Like it is red right down the middle. it doesn't really matter, but he only played 13 games last year in the MLS, but he had 2 goals and 2 assists out of the center of midfield. He had 1.6 key passes and around 80 touches on the ball.
Yeah, okay.
And 1.7 interceptions, 2.7 tackles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So this guy,
he's a boy. He's a boy.
5.8 joules won in a game. So this guy, he's and 0 cards as well. So he's disciplined. So they've got a sick signing in him. Very smart to pick up people that are Italian, so they're not too far out of their environment. You see it with heaps of Argentinians that play in the Serie A. You actually find a lot of them are half Italian. Same with the Brazilians. Nonetheless, Venezia also signed Mattia Caldara. He was what Romero was.
Yeah.
They sold him to Milan for 30-odd mil a few years ago. Everyone bought into the hype. Got to Milan, wasn't what we expected. And he's at Venezia on loan. But for Venezia, I guarantee he'll have a great season.
Yeah.
Then Hernani, who is arguably Parma's best player last year, defensive Brazilian midfielder. He went to Genoa on loan. And Genoa also brought in a guy called Caleb Ekuban from Trabzonspor, who's Ghanaian boy, but half Italian, grew up in Italy, for $2 million. So Genoa getting 2 players for cheap as all shit.
Yep.
And both mad to bolster their stocks. They've done really well. And then we saw Liam Henderson, who's a Scottish boy who applies his trade in Italy. He went from Lecce to Empoli. And the last one was Victor Kovalenko, who went to Spezia from Atalanta on loan. Spezia getting themselves an attacking midfielder who's very capable of doing damage. Now, I'm going to go in a different direction quickly because it's one of the most fascinating ones. I'm going to go straight down to Turkey. Besiktas coming off a great season with Rozier, Gezal, great players there. What they've done now is they've added Richard Gazel, I believe that's his name. He's signed for them permanently, which is sick.
Yeah.
But they also brought in Alex Teixeira. Now, if
the
younger boys have messaged me saying they watch this, I'm going to explain this to them now. Alex Teixeira, when he was at Shakhtar Donetsk around 5 years ago, was wanted by Liverpool and European elite clubs.
Yeah,
the bloke got thrown the most stupid money at him in the world to play in China. So he's been in China the last few years. He dominated China. And now China's fallen to shit because of COVID. All the clubs and the leagues gone, exploded. So he's gone to Besiktas.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone remembers him, Anderson Talisca. Do you remember Anderson Talisca?
Yeah, I do. The cam.
He is a hero there. A Brazilian attacking midfielder at Besiktas. Oh, man. It's going to be awesome to watch. So Alex Teixeira to Besiktas. Besiktas hopefully do well in European football. I'm a Besiktas. I love Besiktas because of my friend Arda. He goes for them, and so I'm a big fan of watching what they do. But nonetheless, we also saw Andreas Cornelius, Parma boy, another relegated club clearing stocks, go to Trabzonspor. So Trabzonspor are really stocking up things, and he's the next Orlov. I know he's older, but it's the exact same Scandinavian striker at Trabzonspor.
Yeah,
they'll score a fuck ton of goals and go back into Europe. And then we saw another one anyone who watches Switzerland games, Mario Gavranovic. He went from Zagreb to Kayserispor.
I don't even know how to say it. I can't pronounce it. I know what you're talking about, but
it's a lower club, but they've made some decent signings. I most probably should mention them later on. Nonetheless, we go to Spain. Mallorca, newly promoted team. Not much going on here. So Johan Mojica, he went to Elche permanently because Girona did not get promoted. But Mallorca made 2 mad signings. Speaking of half Italians, that seems to be the trend of this episode. Rodrigo Battaglia. Yeah, Battaglia, that's it.
Mm.
He's from Sporting, Argentinian boy, plays in the midfield, can play at fullback. He signed for Mallorca on loan. And Takefusa Kubo went there on loan.
Yeah, that's a big signing.
Anyone who knows Kubo, Real Madrid fans would know who this is. Japanese wonder kid. And he truly is proving he is.
Yeah, he's great.
He's very good. And he will be a very good player. So, yeah, Mallorca's... I think Kubo has been there before the Villarreal loan.
Half a season, I want to hang on.
Yeah, I feel like he went to a lower club in Spain before he went to Villarreal.
For Villarreal, it was wrong. It was my. Yeah, it was. He was.
Yeah, he has been at Mallorca. Yeah, so. It's sick. It's sick. So he's back at Mallorca. He most probably had a hand in that transfer, which is sick. Nonetheless, we go to Frankfurt quickly. Nothing else in the Bundesliga this week, but Jens Peter Hauge from Milan, Norwegian boy, Haaland's best mate, went to Frankfurt on loan.
Yeah, good on him.
Kind of makes you wonder what's his name on the left side there, the Serbian Kostic is going to do. Whether that's a replacement for him and they're selling him or I don't know. But before I get into my 3 interesting transfers of the week, I have a free agent. He has a flower tattoo on his neck. Do you know who it is, Jaden?
Flower tattoo on his neck.
He is Mongolian, but he doesn't play for Mongolia.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Raja Nainggolan, people, is a free agent. Any club could use him.
He's a free agent.
Flower tattoo there. Free agent. According to Transfer Market, Raja Nainggolan is now free to negotiate with without a club involved.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Raja Nainggolan's free, everybody. Any club could literally do with bolstering him. He's an animal. He's a dead set. Like,
he'd be a good squad player.
Oh, man, fuck that. You'd play him because I'd be scared. If I was going for a 50-50
and I saw a flower right here,
I'd run away. Yeah, the man's covered in tattoos, and the most visible one is a bloody flower on his neck. The man means business, and if he can return to the form he had at Roma, we have issues. But nonetheless, his wife battled with illness. That's why he went to Cagliari there for a while. So she was near treatments and whatnot. But yeah, like I think he'll stay in Italy because that's where he seems to have found his home. But any club in Europe could do with Nainggolan, man, especially European teams.
Yeah.
Especially European teams. But 3 transfers that were a bit out of the way. So we have Bojan Krikek. He went to Vissel Kobe to join Sergi Hampa and Andres Star. Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, a bit different. And then we also had Dimi Petrados join Western Sydney Wanderers in the A-League. Now, that is a big signing.
He's back.
It's a big signing.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah. So, Dimi Petrados is back. And then Ravel Morrison went to Derby. Derby are in the mud. Yeah, they're fucked. They can hardly field a team.
Yeah.
But they did sign.
No money.
They said, Ravel Morrison, we'd love to have you here. Who knows? Ravel Morrison could be Championship Player of the Year.
Derby probably going to get relegated.
Yeah, but if Derby survive, that's a miracle in itself.
Good on him.
Because Wayne Rooney might come out of retirement at this point. Like, they are that.
They are fucked.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's very bad. It's very bad.
It's not as bad. It's very bad.
It's awful. Yeah. It's like Wigan. Remember a couple of years ago when Wigan couldn't even field an 11?
Yeah.
And Bolton as well? Yeah, bad.
But yeah, in terms of confirms, obviously Messi. But my favourite one would most probably be Gianluca Busio from Sporting KC de Venezia.
All right. I was going to say Norwich on my favourite team this week.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Because I like the Josh Sargent move and I like the Chisolis move. If anyone plays FIFA 21 career mode, you know all about Chisolis. Great pickup for any road to glory club. But yeah, is that all our confirms this week, Harry?
Yeah, that's all.
All right, we'll move in on to rumours. Oh, wait. I need to put this confirmed there because I need to vent my frustrations. Denzel Dumfries has arrived in Milan. He's signing for Inter for around £12 million. I'm crying on the inside because I wanted him at Everton and I want to kill my club.
Can't really compete with the Serie A champions though, can you?
No. And that's why I don't mind as well. Because it's like, you want to go to 10th place Everton or do you want to go to the champions of Italy with Champions League football?
Yeah, and start.
Yeah, so whatever. Don't even care anymore. Anyway, rumours.
Life of an Everton fan.
Yeah. Speaking of life of being a fan, more specifically, any fan of a Bundesliga club that's not Bayern Munich, Sabitzer is apparently moving to Bayern Munich from Leipzig.
Shut Fucking A. Fucking just buy it. Just buy
the whole league.
Yeah, man. Fucking hell.
Just buy the league at this point.
Actually, that's actually annoyed me here.
Yeah. Sabitza's a baller. If you don't know about Sabitzer, you don't know. He's a baller.
Yeah, if you watch Australia at the Euros, you'd know he was the best player of the field.
He's a baller. But yeah, he's apparently on his way to Bayern Munich, which is annoying because it's just like you just like clubs in Germany just like grow these players just for Bayern Munich to take them.
Yeah.
And it's just annoying.
And it gets to a point where the club wants to keep the player, but they can't because the player just goes, "No, I want to play for Bayern. I want to win." And you're like,
yeah, exactly.
Because never-ending cycle at this point.
Never-ending cycle. And then they'll say, send me to PSG.
Yeah.
They've got oil money there, so send me to PSG. But yeah, so Sabitza's apparently on his way to Bayern Munich.
Everyone buy electric cars so the oil, we don't need it as much, and PSG aren't as rich.
But then, much. I guess, but then, yeah, electric cars. Yeah. Everyone get what's the Toyota car? Get a Prius. Everyone get a Prius.
Yep, I'm buying a Prius.
I'll buy a Prius too. Can't afford a Tesla, but I'll get a Prius.
Yep.
Can't fund Messi anymore. I think Messi is like $53 million a year or something stupid like that.
Yeah, that's pounds. It's over 100 million a year.
Yeah, but like Australia, yeah. That's ridiculous. Anyway, speaking of oil money, Nuno Mendes is apparently PSG's left back target.
FC Wonder Kid has something to do with that.
Do they?
But yeah. Yeah. He's been talking about Nuno Mendes for ages. But yeah, no, he from everything I've seen, he looks like an absolute animal, and obviously brought Sporting a title last year.
Yeah, well, I mean,
with the help of Pedro Goncalves and Pedro Porro and whatnot.
It makes sense because if you think of PSG, who's their left back?
Kurzawa.
But then I would say Nuno Mendes is a big upgrade on.
No, I would, but I think City are in the front line for him. City have Portuguese influence. That's the thing. Well, Spanish and Portuguese influence.
I just want Nuno Mendes to go, like, I don't know, go to some fuck off club in Italy. Just go somewhere that's not the oil clubs, you know?
I don't think he has a say in it, brother. I think it's all the management and
the Asian and that.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Sad, but
whatever.
Part of it.
Anyway, I just wanted to get those two out of the way first because I knew that would disappoint you. Oh wait, there's another one. There's in more disappointing news, Arsenal are looking to sign Aaron Ramsdale for around 24 million. And then I saw another tweet. It was like Emi Martinez sold for 20 mil, Aaron Ramsdale for 24 mil. It's just crazy because for $4 million in difference, and you get the worst end of the deal. Like, what are they doing?
They are.
Emi Martinez was at the club for what, 10 years?
Yeah.
And he barely got a kick of the ball. And look at him now. Wow.
Hey, that just shows to all my hustlers. You got to be at it for 10 years.
Yeah, no, you really do. God damn. But in brighter news, Martin Odegaard is Arsenal's number one priority. So not James Maddison.
As an Arsenal fan, he provided us a lot of happy moments in dark times.
Yeah, so not James Maddison like we all thought. Martin Odegaard looks to be the one.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what you needed.
Yeah.
You need that attacking 10 because right now, I feel like while Smith Rowe is a great prospect, you can't rely on him for a 38 games.
No, you can't put that pressure on him either.
Yeah, no chance. Next up, speaking of Inter clear out, Stefan de Vrij and Brozovic have been linked for a move to Leicester, which would be very, very interesting because it doesn't really fit the mold that Leicester sort of go for.
I watched the Sheffield Birmingham game. Sander Berge isn't so far clear of championship quality.
Yeah, well, Sander Berge also looking to go to Spurs too.
Yeah, no, but I see him fitting anywhere, to be honest, man. I honestly see him fitting anywhere.
When Sheffield United got Sander Berge, to me, that was like, that's some random-ass FIFA signing where you did financial takeover and you just, you bought him for, like how?
Yeah.
That is a great signing for Sheffield, and they'll get good money for him.
Yeah.
So, I
mean...
They get
very good money.
I don't know. I see him more at Tottenham. than Leicester.
Yeah. But Leicester could do a midfield stocks, man. They got Champions League, don't they?
Yeah, they do. No, sorry. They got Europa League, which is worse. So
Yeah, but they need the stocks, so they'll take it more than Tottenham would.
All right, I reckon. Well, Tottenham have Conference League.
Oh, big club.
I'll
take club. Yeah, big club.
I would take Conference League. I don't give a fuck. I'm down in the dumps, bro. But that's pretty much it. There's not a lot of rumors going around, or nothing really of note, to be honest. Like, it's just everyone's just talking about Harry Kane for 150 million to Man City. I'm
sick of City and PSG, to be honest, people. This is the one podcast in the world where you're not going to hear us analyse City and PSG transfers.
I'm never.
We're all about Venezia, Fiorentina.
Oh God, I love the bikies.
Leeds, Mallorca, that's what we're about. Football. People, football, not business, football.
You're never going to see us analyse PSG versus Man City Champions League final, because if it happens, I'm not watching it, because I don't care.
And when Jaden and I are some big buddy creators and these other Opta Sport wants us to work for them, we'll never get in a PSG or City kit.
Nope. You'll never see me sit on that couch with what's the guy's name? John Aloisi, and I'm never saying, oh man, Hakimi had a great game.
Nah. Saying that his goal against Troyes on the weekend was the difference. I don't know if you saw it.
No, refused.
The ball, it was actually decent. I watched it because I saw it was 3-2, and I was like, I'm gonna go watch that game. And but Troyes exposed them. They did. They honestly did. And they showed that there's a way to beat this team.
It just shows that you can buy the best players in the world, and it doesn't mean shit because it's not Ultimate Team.
No. But yeah, on another hand, from the games that did happen on the weekend, championship games, they were very good. Some surprises. Birmingham, Tahith Chong put on an absolute clinic. That was really good to see. But also, Blackburn put on a clinic without Adams, which was like surprising. We all know Ben Brereton or Brereton Diaz. Yeah, God bless that man. That's one of the sickest things that's happened in football recently. But no, like him and those boys. There was this kid for Blackburn. You're gonna have to forgive me. I forgot his name.
Is
and he won the penalty.
Is it like
he won the penalty for Blackburn? Yeah, it was. It was a big last name, but he won the penalty for Blackburn, and he was just so good. He was so good to watch.
Plays on the wing, like left winger.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
And then we also saw. I saw at least Montpellier versus Marseille. I don't know if you saw it.
Nah.
Montpellier went 2-0 up. Marseille came back to win 3-2.
Yeah, right.
And Guendouzi, Payet putting on clinics, and also Leon put on a bit of a clinic as well. Even though they got a 1-1 draw, that attack's looking schmick. Like Dembele missed the target a few times, but the positions and the runs he was making were awesome.
Oh, yeah. So, well, we thought Leon was in the mud.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think they are at all. They've kept for another year Hassan Aouar.
How?
Who knows how? We can't tell you. Still 2 weeks left to this transfer window, but they've kept him. Still got Toko Ekambi and Dembele as well. And Anthony Lopez is a freak.
Oh, yeah.
You got to check out some of the saves he made on the weekend, man, were mesmerising. But, yeah. So, if you haven't been watching already, don't be afraid to watch some highlights from the Championship and League On and whatnot. They're all available on BN Sports on YouTube. This is not sponsored, despite you may think it is.
Not sponsored by BN Sports. Maybe.
Yeah, but just go and check out the other leagues, people. You don't have to watch PSG.
You don't have to watch Man City, fucking oil companies.
I'll say this. Championship is the best league to watch because you have no clue what's going to happen.
Derby might win the league.
Yeah, for sure. You just fucking don't know. But I watched Brentford. Who did I watch? No, I watched Bournemouth versus West Brom. That was a cracker.
Really?
And Bournemouth have done well getting Scott Parker there. That's a very smart signing.
Yeah. I'm keeping a close eye on Fulham.
Bournemouth look good.
I'm keeping a close eye on Fulham this year because they got Marco Silva, and I like him as a man, but not as a manager, so I want to see if he does well. Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all from Transfer Weekly, everyone. We'll drop a photo of our FBL league right here, or here, wherever Jaden wants to put it.
Somewhere
with
here.
the code. Yeah, and winner at the end of the league, whatever your favourite club is that you pick, we'll try and get you a retro kit or any kit if you have a favourite player, whatever it is, we'll sort you out.
if you want to get Drogba 9 on the back of an Arsenal shirt, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever you
Free
want.
world. It's a democracy we live in.
That's it. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next week. Stay on side and stay not racist.
Me and Lil J, we Scotty MJ. Bashing the rock, we're here in the fade. Pull up in a whip with 21 babes. Here come the bastards, 21 days. Got you, boy, I know he's a waste. Baby, I know that you want a little taste. I know you want all the bands in your face. Brand new bag and brand new nails. Me and Lil J, we Scotty MJ. Bashing the rock, we're here in the fade. Pull up in a whip with 21 babes. Here come the bastards, 21 days.